Well, welcome to another Around the Lake, and today we have Lisa Rhyne. She's a certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, dancer, Pilates instructor. And Lisa, I met you. We had a business before hours at the Chamber of Commerce, and you walked up and you said, I think I'm going to be on you Around the Lake. And you told me you were a professional dancer. And I mean, wow, that just blew me away. But your business is balanced. So tell me a little bit about balanced and how did you get into that?
Absolutely. First off, thank you for having me on Around the Lake. I'm really excited to be here. So I have been dancing since I was really young, and the older I got, I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't have an exact plan, but I moved to New York right after high school and was dancing professionally in New York, training and on different gigs, touring in the area, and started strength training and doing mat Pilates. And struggles that I had had in high school with body image and restrictive eating just kind of all seemed to click together when I started cross training and really focusing on my health as a performer. And people started commenting on my lifestyle. They were like, wow, you look so different and you just seem happier and your energy is different. And so I started doing a little bit of coaching, kind of guiding them on different paths they could take. And I knew this is where I belonged. And that's what I wanted to do, was to coach dancers and individuals in their careers and just in their health.
And I think I read somewhere that you kind of had a high cholesterol problem, because I had one too, and that's kind of why you got into this.
Yeah, it runs in my family, but at 19, my LDL was already super high, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's just part of getting older." And I was like, "No, it's not. Watch me change that." And a year later, I dropped it back down.
So tell me, what services do you provide for folks that might come to see you at Balanced?
Yeah, so I offer one-on-one private coaching, and that is in fitness, nutrition, and wellness. It's a full lifestyle transformation program, either 3, 6, or 12 months. I also offer personal training, and that can be in strength training, Pilates, or just stretch and recovery, and workout programming. So I have a private app where I can create their custom workouts and meal plans for them.
What's your ideal client? I mean, is it somebody that's young, somebody that's older, the whole wide range? What is it?
So I do work with the entire range, but I definitely specialize in women in the 20 to 60-year age range. So a lot of moms, premenopause, menopausal years, and then a lot of athletes that are in their 20 to 30s getting started in their career.
And I know you live in Huntersville, so what's your market? I mean, where do your clients come from?
Yeah, I do a lot of virtual work. I have some clients in California and Wisconsin, so I do kind
Wow.
of span the US. But the Lake Norman area and Charlotte are definitely where I do in-person pop-up classes, and my one-on-ones that are in person are in Lake Norman, so Huntersville, Cornelius, or Charlotte. So I kind of pull from the community events that I host around here that I go to. I meet a lot of clientele, but then again, a lot of Instagram people from different states reach out to me.
What would you say to that person who's been thinking about, okay, I need to get back in shape, but I don't exactly know where to start? Why should they call Lisa?
I offer a very unique approach, given I've been through the experience of having those health struggles. I firsthand have changed my health. And a lot of my clients like to tell me I'm real. I'm not going to just give you this cookie cutter workout and say, go restrict and don't eat carbs and everything you see on social media. I will custom make a plan, and whatever your struggle is, that's what we focus on. My pillars are not, I don't give the same thing to every client. So I really take the time to hear you and your concerns. And if you're nervous about weightlifting or you're completely new to it, then we start at step one. I'm not just going to throw you right in. So I think I offer a lot of human connection that people really appreciate.
Lisa, do you have a studio, or do you go to the client's home, or is there a place that you meet? Where do you go for this personal training?
So a mix of all of that. Again, sometimes it's on Zoom, but I do have equipment in my garage. So sometimes people will come to me and I have dumbbells, bands, bars, etc. Sometimes I'll go to them if they have equipment in their home. And then I also rent out spaces at a few physical therapist offices in Huntersville, such as Movement Matters. So I do have spaces and partners that I work with.
When you and I were talking several weeks ago at the Business Before Hours, I think I asked you when you started dancing. I think you said it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I started when I was 3 or 4 and I actually hated it. So I quit. And then when I was 8, I decided to start again. And I don't know what clicked. I just fell in love with it.
And your dream job is you want to be a NFL cheerleader, right? Is that what I saw on your website?
Yes, so I'd love to be a cheerleader, and I've been 2 years at the audition, so we're getting
Okay,
close.
so you're plugging away at it.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I saw that really it fascinated me, you have a big love of the outdoors, I believe.
Yeah. So we actually just went camping last weekend up in Boone. So
Okay.
anything hiking outdoors, I love to do it. We
And
just got,
and you like to travel?
oh yeah, I just got back from Europe 2 weeks ago, and that's a big passion of mine is while I'm young, I've always wanted to travel and just go see new places.
What is your favorite place that you've traveled so far? Because I got to tell you, the thing that I enjoyed most about traveling is I went to Italy and of course I went to Rome and saw the Vatican and saw the Colosseum. But Italy was it for me so far. But what's been your favorite destination so far?
So it's funny you say that. Italy's actually the next place I want to go. But I would have to say France. We went to Paris, but I think my favorite part was the eastern border. There's a place called Colmar, and it's where Beauty and the Beast was filmed. Fun fact, that's why I wanted to see it. But it was just this like quaint little town. It had some markets you could go to and restaurants, and it was just quiet, and I loved it.
We're going to put information about your business at the end of this video. But if somebody wanted to reach out to Lisa Rhyne at Balanced, how can they find you?
Yeah, so you can check out balancedwithlisa.com, and then there's a book a call button on there, and you can book anytime that works for you. But you can also reach out to me at Balanced with Lisa on Instagram.
And do you have any YouTube videos or Instagram or blogs that you do?
So Instagram, I am consistently on it posting. There's a lot of fitness videos and tips. And then if you also sign up for my email list, meaning if you just follow me on Instagram, I have a free gift that I send everyone. And then every week you're going to get a new fitness tip or a motivational story to follow along with.
Okay, I know you live in Huntersville, so I'm going to ask this question. What do you love most about living and working at Lake Norman?
The community. I grew up in Clemens, North Carolina, and I always knew I wanted to come back to North Carolina when I got older. And I guess I'm not much older now, but we're back. And I wanted a city, but also home life and just that community. And I found it in Lake Norman more than anywhere else in the state. There's always something going on, a way to get involved, people to meet, and I love it.
And I know you've gotten involved in the chamber. What is there been any program or thing? Have you been in any of our WINS programs or the women's conference or the expo? Have you attended any of the things other than the business before hours?
Yeah, so I went to the women's conference in October, well, September. This is October. I went in the one in September. And I also, NutriShop was where that coffee connection was. We were actually looking at hosting a class on November 8th. So there'll be a fitness class coming up with them as soon.
And any other programs you got coming up you'd like to invite anybody to?
Myself or through the chamber?
For you.
So, well, also first through the chamber, I have the ribbon cutting next Thursday, the group ribbon cutting. And then myself, so yeah, I have that class on November 8th at NutriShop. And if anyone hears this in time, this Saturday, the 25th of October, there is a class at Lake Norman Nutrition. But stay tuned to my Instagram because I'm always hosting new pop-ups, and I do have some holiday specials coming out.
Send me the information on the 25th. We'll see if we can turn this video around. We want to thank Joe Vagnone. He's a local business broker, and he's the one that presents Around the Lake. But Lisa, thank you so much for getting involved in the Chamber of Commerce. And I really appreciate you spending time this morning explaining a little bit more about Balanced.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I'll see you at the ribbon cutting.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.